Okay, plow day at the Miller Farm. Here's Eric Bomer coming around on a 1939 M, pulling a John Deere trip plow. That might be a 44, I'm not sure. This tractor's been in the same family. What now?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds real good.
Brought it back from the dead. That's
right. But it's got a lot of good features on it. It's a 39, not been abused, and it's running great. We'll catch the next tractor here. Okay, we're gonna have a new driver here in a second. The next coming down here is Ted Whiteman on a Farmall F-20. I believe it's a 1936. And he's pulling a little two-bottom case plow. He's doing real well with it. It's been running the whole time. No hiccups. I think he missed the trip a couple times, but other than that, no big deal. He's got a bad shoulder, so he's got an excuse today. Ted's my good friend, and he's infected with this antique farming disease, so we're going to watch him come up the road here a little bit. We've had a pretty good turnout today. We're missing a couple of tractors, but it's a very nice day here today, very warm, about 80 degrees, and the ground is good enough. It'll either get a rain on it or two to kind of make it workable, but after today, that's not my problem. It's the fellow that rents the ground from me, and he's okay with this. We've done it every year now for about 10 years. Now here's a tractor that's never been here before. It's doing really, really well. It's a John Deere D. I think it's also a 1936, and owned by a fellow over not too far from here. He didn't have to come too far today to do this. He's got I think he's pulling a John Deere 55H plow. That's what he told me anyway. This tractor's been doing great. Once he got his plow set up, he's cruising along just fine. It only has 3 forward speeds, so I think he's running in second gear, he told me. And very distinctive sound if you know what a John Deere D sounds like. Anyway, it's coming down the road right now, so we'll get close to it and watch it a little bit here. You can see his plow's doing a very clean job. Now the next tractor to come along is I think it's my John Deere 730. Daryl Wilson is driving it, and looks like we have a little something going on at the end of the field here with the Oliver, but we'll see what the deal is. Looking at something. That tractor's mine. It's a Oliver Super 77, and it was missing earlier in the week. I put some new plugs in it. Seemed to be running fine, but the guy that's driving it, Jeremy Fruth's an Oliver guy, and he's used to tuning them up and getting them the way he wants it. So we'll see how it does. While we're waiting on the 730, we'll go over and watch. I think Ted just switched off, and his son Chris Whiteman's driving the tractor now, so we'll watch it come along here a little bit before the 730 gets down here. Now that's a scene right out of the 1930s there. I don't know about the plow, but it's pretty old too. Go right along. here comes the 730, followed by an Oliver Super 77. This 730 is mine. It's a diesel, a very good tractor. Pulls 4 bottoms easily. Could probably pull 5, but no need to work it too hard for the little bit that we do. It's a mounted plow. It's an 810 plow, and yeah, it always does a good job. Had a little trouble with it earlier this week. I'd replaced the batteries and the cables were a little corroded, but I thought they were good enough. But 24 volt electric starter, you gotta have really good connections. So ended up having to replace the battery connections to get it to work right. So anyway, here he comes. It's a loud tractor because it's a John Deere 2-cylinder, so I'll quit talking for a bit. Fortunately, we're in some rocky soil right here, and so it may bounce up a bit, but it's doing good. Yeah, I caught it at a bad spot here, but he slowed it down so we don't break anything. That's good. There he goes. Got in the better dirt and off he goes. Here comes my Super 77. Now this tractor looks to me like it's pulling a little cockeyed. Maybe Jeremy changed the hitch down there, but it's doing okay. It's got an Oliver, I think it was called a 4B plow, or 3B plow. I think it's from around 1948, 47. It's a good plow. It's got that dial-o-matic hitch, which is, I think, difficult to adjust, but it's coming along. Good tractor, distinctive sound. Probably could be tilted a little bit better than it is, but we'll see. Maybe it just hit a rough spot here. I'll go over here and catch that 39 Farmall M again. It's not having to work too hard with this 2-bottom plow. Here's the John Deere D again. He's been in the field. He was the first one out, and he's not quit, so he's heading right down the road. Go back over across the field again, and we're going to pick up my Farmall M. He's plowing with a guy that's driving around now, Terry. He's plowing with a International 60 plow, which is probably the best plow that I have, and it always does a nice job. Covers these stalks very easily. And this tractor for an M has lots of power. I really think I could plow in 4th gear if I wanted to, but we poke along in 3rd gear out here with it. A lot of M's won't pull 3-bottom plows unless you're pulling in 2nd gear, so I think I got a good tractor here. Everybody raves about it when they drive it. Wish it had a couple of things on it doesn't have right now. Power steering. I have another M with power steering, but I don't think it's quite as powerful as this one. I use it for planning and other things. So here it comes. Sweet sounding tractor. There he goes. Does a nice clean job of plowing. Well, that's my report. I take that back. There's somebody else getting on a John Deere G that we haven't seen yet. So I think I'll hold up here and film that as he comes down the road on the other side. We got the mighty 730 going by us here. And old Oliver's running down the row again. So I got all 3 of my tractors in the field. When I get up here, I'm going to have to get somebody to swap with me. Oliver always sounds sweet. Plow seems to be doing better now. That's good. All right, here comes the G. Now, until this D showed up today, this tractor had the distinction of being the loudest tractor at plow day. And it still might be the loudest tractor at plow day. I don't know. It really, it's really loud. Very good tractor. I think it's been to every plow day that I've had. And it's matched up with an Oliver plow, which is probably the nicest plow that's here in terms of the job that it does. So let's just see how it does coming down the road here. Nice clean furrow. Okay, we've seen this one, but we'll take another shot at it since he's right here. This is the Farmall M again. It's the one I own. Again, very powerful tractor, plows well, matched up with a very nice plow. That's doing a nice clean job too. Well, I hope you enjoy this video, and God bless you on this Sunday.